The outcome of the game wasn't that important for coach Dennis Lawrence, who was focused more on how the Warriors played against Panama and what the players were able to display to him and his coaches. What he saw was a cause for concern and was symptomatic of a more pressing problem the players face.
It is extremely difficult. Why it is extremely difficult is because you bring together a squad, you got a short period of time. And you got to try to work on fitness levels before you can think about anything else. We cannot continue to perform and take on these higher opponents, producing our football in that manner. We have to have an active football league. The strength of your national team is the strength of your league. At the moment, we don't have any leagues, apart from minor leagues, running at the moment. So as much as I am against the players playing in a minor league, luckily enough, some of them were playing in minor leagues to keep themselves active. I was able to give them some sort of fitness levels to be able to play 90 minutes tonight. So I'm in a position now, what do? Do I say to the players, do not play in the minor league? Or is it good that they're playing active? So my major concern is the lack of activity by our footballers. That is my major concern. I cannot move. I have no intentions of moving. My job as a coach is to work with players and to try and improve them. What we got tonight was a very good gauge of where exactly they are at and where they need to get to. So that was the step one of tonight's game. So in saying all of that, even though we had a lot of the local and experienced players tonight, the goal we conceded still came from an error by a senior player. So it just shows that football sometimes is all about concentration. And we did not show the concentration needed in the last seconds of the game to make sure that we didn't lose the football game. And that was disappointing for me. Because in these situations, you rely on senior players, and we got let down tonight by in one aspect of the game. So the work continues.
Sensing a bit of frustration in his voice, Lawrence didn't think some players showed him what he expected, and he may have to look elsewhere as a result.
I don't think it's premature to say it. I think it's obvious. So I think premature is the wrong word. I think obvious we can see what qualities that some of the players can offer us, and I think some of them has hit their levels. They cannot go the extra bit that is required. But at the same time, a lot of them are still young, and we have to work with them to try and improve them from that aspect. But if we were going to say, based on tonight, you would go immediately that some of them are not ready. But maybe that doesn't say that they'll be ready in the next 2 years. But at this moment in time, I cannot see them displacing any of the more senior players, the more foreign players who come in on a match basis.
The match showed up a lot of areas to be addressed, and Lawrence was ready to tackle them head-on.
Did we deserve to lose the game? I don't think so either. But all in all, I think a lot of questions was answered tonight in terms of the local players and where they are at the moment in terms of being active for football. Because some of our passing tonight was very, very erratic. And I think we can all see where the work needs to be done with the local players when we come up against good opposition. In saying that, I didn't think overall in the game, probably the last 10 minutes, Panama caused us any major problems. I think we caused our own self the problems. But I think all in all, a victory was never on the cards for us tonight. I think I learned a lot more about a lot of the players. I think now that for a lot of the people who are asking about who should be in the team and who shouldn't be in the team, I think we got the answer tonight. So all in all, wasn't pleased with the result at all in any way. I wasn't pleased with the performance, but I was pleased with the fact that we were able to put out a team on the pitch to get answers and also to answer some of the questions that a lot of people have been asking, including myself.
He added that he would love to have a young Sturgeon in the squad at this time, as he possessed that rare quality in front of goal.
For all the criticism we took over the years, his record still stands, and we have not at the moment found that player to replace what Stern offered to Trinidad and Tobago. The work continues. Tonight, as we saw, we gave opportunities to other people to go in and show what they can do. But I felt a bit sorry for the strikers tonight, and why? We never really got any quality service into them. What we tried to do in the first half is long balls, and most of the balls that Marcus got was balls up to his neck. He was always fighting with the defender behind him. So the quality that we got into him was still lacking. So we need to improve on that aspect. And as I said before, that is a department that we're still searching. We're still looking. Young Nicholas tonight came on to give him a go to see what he's all about. So the work continues in that aspect as well. Most important now, the step now is to keep these players active, because what is my big concern is we've just come off from 3 friendlies where the national team had the players and keeping them active, and my concern now is where do they go after tonight's game? Are they going back to a club to maintain whatever fitness levels they've built over the last 3-4 weeks, or are they going back dormant, waiting to find out what is happening? So my main concern at the moment is how are we going to keep these players active? I don't think there's much of them there under contract at any football club, which is very, very unusual. The Pro League finished last season November, so we've had players active since then. So the key for me is that these players need to be active at a football club, training on a daily basis.
It's painfully obvious that there is work to be done individually and collectively if the national program is to get up to scratch with some of the other regional teams and those in CONCACAF to begin with. Ruskin Mark, C Sports Extra.